So we have a celebration of tennis covering many types of disabilities, ranging from wheelchair through visually impaired, deaf, and people with learning disabilities or intellectual disabilities. It's really to show that there are no barriers. We're looking to try and demonstrate that tennis is something that can be played by both able-bodied, disabled people, whatever your disability. They can play together, they can be young, they can be old. It's a sport for everyone.
I think this is a great day for anyone involved in tennis, let alone in disability tennis, to come along and actually see for themselves the very vast range of support programmes and opportunities that are on offer within the Tennis Foundation.
I think the thing that's really impressed me is the extraordinary diversity of what's on offer. It doesn't really matter what your disability is, there is a type of tennis for you. And I've met people with every conceivable form of disability this morning. They're all getting the fun, the enjoyment, and it's great to see.
The opportunity to have this sort of place before us is a really good way of explaining how the Tennis Foundation is bringing sport to disabled people.
It shows a partnership between a national body, the Tennis Foundation, and the Lawn Tennis Association, working with disability groups in highlighting sport. So it's that awareness.
From my point of view, working with the Down Syndrome Association, to see so many people with Down syndrome turn up and play tennis today is just brilliant. It's just a really good way to showcase what we do and the advantages of playing tennis for the kids, so it's absolutely fantastic for us.
The Tennis Foundation is involved in many aspects of the sport. We deliver a lot of education programmes. We work in special schools. We've adapted the equipment that we put into schools for able-bodied children, because of course the majority of disabled children nowadays are in mainstream schools. So we're trying to be as flexible and supportive as we can to help teachers and schools cope with any form of ability or disability.
There's a really long-term commitment within both government and Sport England to disabled sport. We really want every disabled person to have the opportunity to make sport a part of their everyday lives. And the investment is going in to try and help that. The great thing that tennis gives us is its breadth of appeal. It's right up there with things like going to the gym and swimming. It's one of the activities lots of disabled people would like to try and would like to play regularly.
The work we're doing around growing the game at grassroots level for people with different disabilities, I think is really helped by having the inspiration of the Paralympics. So we're using that. We have a number of Paralympians ourselves. Peter Norfolk, for example, is here today, and they have an important role to play in sport in terms of getting people to try and not to be afraid of trying merely because they're disabled.
Tennis Foundation have been an absolutely amazing help with everything. My ambitions is to go to Rio 2016, also to become #1 in the world in juniors in the next 2 years, and obviously become #1 in the world in my future.
The thing that's really striking about what I've seen today was people in wheelchairs playing on the same court as people without wheelchairs. I've never seen that before. And we do know from lots of other sports that it's the ones with the integrated offer that are going to make the most difference. The sport has to lend itself to people with different skills playing each other, and that's what this does.